Hi everybody, this is Steve Marco, and today I want to show you my collection of Transformers. And I know some person said to me, this is not a real Transformers figures collection because most of my Transformers are not figures that I buy somewhere. They are not Hasbro figures or knockoff or no. Most of my figures are homemade figures. So if you can see, I have 5 steps of figures, and they are all classified by movie order. And of course, I have some figures that are not part of the movies. Some figures don't appear in the movies. So I will show you each of them. Yeah. So first, here we have Autobots from the first movie. Yeah, with the humans. And first, of course, there is Optimus Prime. And this is a version of Optimus Prime from Revenge of the Fallen. Is the Revenge of the Fallen figure, but I put him with the first movie because the design is exactly the same. So, and I like more this figure. I have the first movie here, but one day a long time ago I repainted it in blue. We can see some red parts. This is one of my first repaint figure I made. So yeah, and I repaint it as normally I put this part like that, just to have a different look, because I repaint it on blue just because I wanted to have a kind of version of Ultra Magnus from the movies. So yeah, I just repainted in blue, dark blue, and clear, light blue. So yeah, but yeah, there is Optimus Prime, first movie. Then we have my homemade Ironhide. There. Then we have my homemade Ratchet. I changed the head because I find a broken Ratchet figure and I just replaced the head. So yeah, this is Ratchet, Ironhide, and here we have Jazz, the pretty cool Jazz. Jazz is one of my favorite characters. I really love this character. And yeah. And this is Bumblebee. And this is the Studio Series Bumblebee. It's the unique the unique Studio Series figures that I got. Yeah, because he's pretty cool. I don't like the size because I want like he to be taller. But it's a good figure. It's a pretty good figure. Here we have Sam Witwicky, made with Mega Constructs figures parts. And here we have Mikaela, And here we have Lennox. I think it's a Colonel Lennox. I don't know. Agent Siemens. Yeah. And Agent Epps. Yeah. Agent Epps. Pretty cool. Then this side we have the Decepticons from the first movie. So first we have, of course, Megatron from the first movie, homemade Megatron, made with Mega Constructs parts. Here we have Brawl, and his head is pretty square because I just did it with bricks parts, so pretty square head, but it works pretty cool. I don't know. Yeah. Here we have a knockoff. This is knockoff Starscream, and I repainted it to have the version of the first movie because the original knockoff was the Revenge of the Fallen. No, it was the Voyager size resize version from the deluxe Dark of the Moon Starscream. Yeah, I repainted it. And here we have my barricade, homemade barricade. I think it's cool. If we consider this is one of my first homemade Transformers I made. Here we have Blackout, homemade Blackout. Yeah. And here at the bottom we have homemade, wait a minute, homemade, oh, there is, okay, we saw the face. Okay, homemade Scorponok. And he's pretty cool. We don't see it very well, but there it is. And here the little Frenzy. This is one of my Transformers that can't transform, but someday I will do a transformable version. Maybe. I don't know. And here is, what is the name of this character? I don't remember. This Dispenser. Yeah, this is Dispenser. Is the Mountain Dew machine. Yeah, I did a version. And all of my Transformers, you can see the transformation on my videos. You can go see. And here I have one of my invented character. Yeah, I just invent this character. Is the first character that I invent, and his name, I give a name, and the name is Lion Ways. I don't know why, I just put this name on this character because he have a kind of lion face. I don't know. Yeah. So, after we have Revenge of the Fallen, yeah, figures. And, of course, some of the figures that I have in the first movie, I don't repeat it here. Like Optimus Prime is here. I don't have a second exactly same figure for the Revenge of the Fallen place. So, yeah, we will begin with the Autobots, and of course, this is a a Decepticon who became an Autobot in the movie, and his Jetfire, it's my homemade Jetfire, is like litter class size, but the legs are not pretty much solid, so he just stay down. I don't know. Yeah, but this is my version of Jetfire. Then in the back here we have my homemade Sideswipe. Yeah, there it is. This is Bumblebee. This is my very first figure that I buy, and is this figure who give me the passion of collect Transformers figures. Then we have Skids here. Yeah, we have Jolt. And then here are the three RC sisters. This is RC, Chromia, and this character I'm not sure what is the name of this character. I think it's Flare Up, but I don't know. I'm not sure. And all of the RC sisters are transformable. You can see the video on my channel. And here is my very first Transformer that I made with my hands, and it's Willy, the first one. Yeah. And this is Mudflap. Yeah. So these are the Autobots from Revenge of the Fallen, and here this size my Decepticons from Revenge of the Fallen. So first, Megatron, leader class Megatron, the Fallen, homemade Fallen, and he is pretty tall because in the movie he's taller than Megatron, so I made my figure taller than Megatron. Here we have Starscream, and this is my first big Transformer that I made. That piece, I put it, okay, like that. It's supposed to be like that, like that. Okay, yeah. So this is my first big Transformer that I made. So this was my first Transformers I made, and this was my second, but the first big Transformer and complex, and I really love this figure. Then we have, for the Decepticons, Long Hole, homemade Long Hole. I put some blue on it. I don't know why, I don't remember why, but I put some blue. Here we have Mixmaster, the Hasbro figure, and this is Sideways, homemade Sideways. Pretty cool. I like this figure. And here we have Ravage, the Hasbro figure. And yeah. And in the middle we have some other robots. Here we have Lugnut. It's like a movie version from the Lugnut character from Animated, I think. This is a red Ironhide. I like this figure. It's a good figure, I think, from the Dark of the Moon, I think. And here we have a gray and blue barricade with a little blue frenzy. Yeah, so this is for Revenge of the Fallen figures. Then we have Dark of the Moon. And we begin with Optimus Prime. And I have an Optimus Prime here because the version from Dark of the Moon have some differences, and the biggest difference is the chest here, this part. And this is not the original Dark of the Moon Optimus Prime figure. It's a Revenge of the Fallen figure that I modified the chest to be a little bit more like the Dark of the Moon movie Optimus Prime. So it's a modified, it's a custom, I think. Yeah, but this is my Optimus Prime from Dark of the Moon. And then we have Sentinel Prime, homemade Sentinel Prime. It's a pretty cool figure, and I think this was my first leader class figure I made. So yeah, he's pretty cool. And here we have Top Spin. Here we have Roadbuster. It's a custom. It's a Top Spin figure that I modified to be a Roadbuster figure. I just customize, and it's pretty cool. And then we have my homemade Leadfoot. He's cool. I love this figure. He's pretty cool, and this complete my 3 wreckers. And here we have the Dark of the Moon Bumblebee. And when I got this figure, it was an old figure, a used figure, and it was broken. So it have some missing part, like the wheels from the front of the vehicle was not there. One of the door was not there. So I just redo the parts. I build new parts with some plastics, and it works pretty cool. We don't see very much differences in the 2 doors, but if I show you inside, you will see this is a redo part. A homemade part. Yeah. So this is my Bumblebee from Dark of the Moon. Oh yeah, and we have here my homemade Dino that I modified a little bit to be a little bit more accurate. He's pretty cool. I love it. And of course my smallest transformer I made and transformable, my little brain. This is the smallest transformer I ever see. and I ever made. It's transformable. He transformed into a little laptop. He's pretty cool. I love this figure. And we have an astronaut. And I have a side swipe here. And this is a side swipe that when I got it, it was broken too. He has no, he had missing arms, so I really do new arms, and I got some, I don't know where I got a Dark of the Moon head, and this is the Revenge of the Fallen mold with the Dark of the Moon head. So yeah, this is my side swipe. And this side we have the Decepticons from Dark of the Moon. So of course, first Megatron. He's pretty cool, pretty tall, and I love this figure. And I want to say that all my leader class figures have the same size. They all are based on the size of the Revenge of the Fallen figure. So all my leader class have this tall. So my Megatron have this tall. Here we have Laserbeak. Yeah. And Shockwave. Leader class Shockwave. Then we have Crankcase with the dreads. Yeah. Pretty cool. It's a kind of Voyager class size. And on the side, Crowbar and Soundwave. Soundwave, pretty cool. They are cool. Yeah. That's it for my Decepticons. So we continue with Age of Extinction. So for the Autobots, there is my first version of Optimus Prime from Age of Extinction. It's not the best. I think it's pretty cool, but I did another version after. So this is my version from Age of Extinction of Optimus Prime. On the side we have Owned, and I did a leader class size Owned. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I like the arms. Yeah, if we can see. Oops. If we just move, yeah, here we can see the arms. The head sculpt, it's pretty cool. It's not the best, but I think it's pretty cool. So this is Hound and Bumblebee, homemade Bumblebee. He's pretty cool. All my Transformers are in my channel, and you can see the transformation of each of them. Here we have Crosshairs, my version of Crosshairs. He's pretty cool. And Drift, pretty cool. And this is a knockoff. This is my knockoff Bumblebee high octane Bumblebee, and he's pretty tall. It's he. This figure have the same size of the first deluxe Bumblebee from the first movie, so I like this size. He's pretty cool, and we have Cade Yeager. Yeah, and here we have Tessa. My version of Tessa. Yeah, she's pretty cool. And then the Decepticons from Age of Extinction. And yeah, this is my homemade Galvatron. She's pretty cool. He's not very accurate in the look of the body, the arms, the shoulders. This was my first. I think this was my first entirely bricks construction. I did it all with Mega Blocks or Mega Constructs bricks, and this is the result. I think he looks like Galvatron. The head sculpt just help, but it have a pretty cool look. Then we have a Stinger, homemade Stinger. He's pretty cool, and he's pretty much the same transformation of my Bumblebee. Yeah, my Stinger, but I did it with the good version of car, with the same car mode of the movie. And then we have two heads. It's a Shockwave figure that I modified. I don't modify the figure. The figure is intact. I just build a new head part to have two head, and yeah, this is the result, and I think he's pretty cool. Then we have here Lockdown. This is my version of Lockdown. He's pretty cool. I did it in deluxe size. So yeah, the same size of the first movie, Bumblebee. So this is the result. I think it's pretty cool. And this is a repaint of Bumblebee. I just got a broken Bumblebee, and I repair the parts, and I repaint it to have like a KSI prototype. So yeah, that's it for the Decepticons from Age of Extinction. And in the middle we have some other robots. Here we have Incinerator from the first movie. He don't appear in the movie, but it was a toy from the first movie. Then we have Blue and Yellow Sideswipe. This is a pretty good figure. And here we have a figure from first movie, but I don't remember the name of this figure. Maybe one day I will do something with it, because the colors, it's a good figure, but blue and kind of gold. I mean white and gold. I don't know, something in the colors don't match. Too much contrast. but it's a good figure. And here in the back we have a robot who is not a transformer. This is not a transformer. This is a Mega Construx robot from Destiny, the game. And I just modified the head to be a little bit more like a transformer. And I put it with my transformers because I think the design of this character is pretty cool. And another robot that is not a transformer and I have in my transformer collection, it's this thing here. I don't remember the name of this character, but it's another character from Destiny, the game. And I just think it's a cool figure, a cool robot, and it match with the Transformers. So I put it there just to have more robots together. And yeah, for this, that's it for Age of Extinction. We can go to the Last Night figures and the Bumblebee figures, Bumblebee movie figures, but I put all of them on the same steps because I don't have more place to put my figures. So we will begin here with the Decepticons from the Last Night. So here we have the homemade Megatron and the head. I think the head, it's pretty cool. I love the result of my head sculpt. He looks pretty cool. Then we have Nitrozeus, and this is homemade, made with Mega Construx parts. He looks pretty cool. I did like a shockwave head. Then we have what? Onslaught, yeah, okay. Onslaught is the name of this character, and I think he's pretty cool. A very cool figure. And here we have Dreadbot. My Dreadbot figure, he's pretty awesome. I love the robot mode of my homemade Dreadbot. And here we have Barricade, homemade Barricade with Quintessa. They are pretty awesome. I love that figures. And of course, Mohawk. Yeah, so yeah, we have here, what's the name of this character? I don't remember that woman. But it's the girl in the Last Night movie. So there, this is it for the Decepticons from the Last Night. And here we have the Autobots of the Last Night. So here we have, of course, Optimus Prime, my second version of this design, and he's pretty cool. I love the result of my figure. Yeah. Then we have here the World War II Bumblebee, and he's pretty cool. Sorry. Yeah, so yeah, my Bumblebee from World War II, and Then we have my Bumblebee. Yellow Bumblebee from the last night. And then Drift, red version. He's pretty cool. And we have Hot Rod. Hot Rod, who is a cool character. I love the design. And this is Cogman. This, I got this. It's my unique the last night figure that I got from Hasbro. Yeah. So it's a good figure. I modified the head. This is not the headmaster anymore. I just glue it. And I did this kind of I don't know how to say it, but this thing in the head, this little spike. I think, yeah, I did that just to be a little bit more accurate. Head. I don't know why, but yeah, it works. Oh yeah, I remember why. It's because we can't, the original head sculpt don't is not able, the figure is not able to transform in car mode and with the head staying in place. We, in the original mold, we have to remove the head for the transformation, and I don't like that. So I modified the head to be able to transform it in car mode and just staying the head in place. So yeah, that's it. So and here we have the small version of Cogman that I made with Mega Construx parts. He's pretty cool, and he have a good scale with the other figures. And if we put like Kate Yeager in the side, we can see that Cogman is a little bit smaller like in the movie, so it's pretty cool. And here we have Squeaks, the little Squeaks, and this is one of my favorite small Transformer that I made. He's pretty cute, pretty cool. And here we have Isabella. Isabella, cool character. Yeah. And then we will finish the video with my Bumblebee movie figures. So, yeah, there they are. And at first, we have, of course, Optimus Prime, leader class size, the same size of the Revenge of the Fallen figure, and he's pretty cool. I love it. I think it's one of my favorite homemade figure I made. And then we have Blitzwing. Pretty cool figure. I love the result of my figure. It's a cool figure. Blitzwing, and it have the same size of my Nitro Zeus. So it's cool. Here we have Dropkick. Pretty cool Dropkick. And we have Shatter. My version of Shatter. It's not the most beautiful figure, but it works. pretty cool. And I did the head sculpt like in the movie. Pretty cool. And here we have Bumblebee, of course. Bumblebee from Bumblebee movie. But I made it with the same scale of first movie, Bumblebee. And we have the humans. Agent Burns with the other soldiers. And Charlie Watson here. Pretty cool. And that's it for my collection. So thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for all my subscribers. Put likes, subscribes, share, and see you in the next video. Thank you. Oh yeah, I forget something. I don't show you that character. This is one of my invented character, and I call it Equinox. Why? Just because. I just give him this name, Equinox, and it's a plane. It's a pretty cool figure. I designed it as a Decepticon, and this is the blue version of Crosshairs, but I changed the head because when I got this figure, it was with the head missing. Yeah, and another figure that I forget. Yeah, that figure. This is my other invented figure. It's my first invented character, and I call it Macro Caliber. Why? I don't know. It transforms into a Dodge Caliber car. So yeah. So thanks for watching. Thumbs up, subscribe, share my videos, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.